Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nerd in Denial. If you're new here, I'm Matt.
I'm Sam.
And this is where I introduce my fiance Sam to nerdy properties like comic books and anime. Today, we have a very special type of episode for you. We're trying something a little new, audio only, mainly because we're running late and we want to get this out as soon as possible. And we just kind of wanted to give this a try because we knew we can get this out faster. And we're also doing something brand new. We're reviewing a video game because that is my number one nerdy passion, video games. So, today we're starting with a big game that both of us have played, and we're very excited to talk about it. We're going to review Super Mario Odyssey. For any of you who's been living under a rock, this is a game for the Nintendo Switch with Mario and his newest adventure to save Peach from Bowser. We're going to start off with, because there is no opening to talk about, why don't we just start off with the music in general. Mm-hmm. The music in this game is fantastic. I love the music. I love the sound quality. It is amazing.
Yeah, every world with their own soundtrack and everything is, it was really good. I don't typically play games with sound on anyway, but the few times I did with this one, it was enjoyable. I just can't focus as much when there's lively music happening.
That's really all we have. That's really all we can say. Yeah. I would say we're going to talk about spoilers, but that's kind of obvious with Mario. It's the same thing.
It's the same storyline.
For the last few decades.
And also, this game's been out long enough.
True.
Sorry, not sorry.
Next, we're going to talk about the visuals, graphics, the design of everything. Oh my god, this game is gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Every world is unique-ish.
Yep. There's a couple that was like, wait a minute. Okay, no.
But when they're not unique, it still kind of differences itself as much as possible. Mm. Honestly, I think the prettiest addition in terms of the world was it was a kind of a tie between the first city. For the first one, you go to the Cap Kingdom and the Metro Kingdom. Just very unique styles that we're not used to seeing with Mario, that I really, really enjoyed just looking at.
And I mean, that's when when the trailer came out and the first previews and everything, everyone was like, "Oh my god, this whole Metro thing is." Everything you saw was him playing in the Metro. Like anybody, even like doing like game demos, it was always him in Metro City, and it was
next to people who are 17.
And it
tall.
That's what caught everybody's attention because there's
never been an actual human.
There's never been anything like this. Yeah, and it's so fun. And this game also just does a really good job of doing the new graphics and style and stuff, but also bringing back in the old 2D.
Oh yeah, in certain sections.
And there's so much of the mix, which is so nice for people our age who grew up with this.
Yeah,
you still get that callback.
And not to mention the design of the new characters themselves, the Cappy and all the new bosses and
all the townspeople.
Yeah, and it's very well thought out. You could tell a lot of time went into this. Mm-hmm. Now, with graphics comes gameplay. I had a couple issues with gameplay. Not in terms of, I think it was a problem with the game itself. I think it was more of a problem with my console. When I was playing with Joy-Cons, separate from separate, not on the controller thing, not with a Pro Controller. I didn't have one yet, so just separate Joy-Cons on the TV. And sometimes I think my left Joy-Con would desync, and I'd start walking when I wasn't walking anymore.
Yeah.
Off a cliff.
Yeah.
That happened a lot.
Whereas I strictly only played
in portable mode,
and I never ran into that issue.
Nah.
So I think we just have a funky Joy-Con, which is highly likely.
Yeah, but
still good.
But other than that, jumps were crisp, and everything was responsive and tight, and there were a lot of levels where you had to be precise.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah.
Which kind of goes into the next thing we want to talk about with gameplay is difficulty. This game is not that hard to get through by bare minimum standards, if you're just there to play Mario and do what you need to do, you're not going to have that much of an issue. If you are a completionist, like some people, Sam over here,
I tried to be, and then I got angry.
And then she gave it to me to do it for her.
And then I gave up.
Yeah.
And then we sold it.
Well, we got a good,
We finished.
We got a good 30 hours each of us out of that
We
game.
finished the main storyline. But the moon's a cunt.
We went so long without a curse word. I was so proud of us.
Aw, it's us.
Anyway.
It's us, though.
Other than that, people who have not played Mario before could absolutely pick this game up and play it. And
absolutely.
And people who have played Mario before can master this game and do some really, really incredible shit.
Yeah, that's not us.
Not even close. Like, the combo jumping where you throw Cappy, jump onto him, and do all that. Nah,
yeah, no, fuck that.
No.
I'm mainly a platformer type of person.
But that's ridiculous.
But no, dumb. That precision is just not there for me. And for people watching and know who, I do play some video games. Just throwing that out there.
Mobile games.
Nintendo is my go-to and always has been. My first
Mario Kart.
My first real system was a Super Nintendo. And then I got an N64. And then I kind of went into PlayStation. But Nintendo has always been my go-to. So Mario is a thing for me. So when this game got announced, it was like, well, yup, that's going to be mine.
So, next thing we would like to talk about with video games is plot.
But everyone knows the plot.
Not much to talk about in that category.
Unless you've literally never interacted with Mario before in your life, which if so, how?
Bowser kidnaps Princess Peach. Go save her. And then Bowser murders Mario's hat.
Yeah, that was kind of
dumb.
And then there's like a wedding. That's weird.
Oh yeah, that's kind of new. He's taking things from all the worlds to plan his wedding to Peach, which you end up crashing.
Which is a very cool concept. And it's weird how it was cool to see how many worlds they could get out of that.
The lake world. That's where the dress came from.
That's where the dress came from. The metro was where the music was.
And yeah.
And that was very cool. And also just coming from from a perspective of someone who is planning a wedding, that was so cool and also slightly infuriating because I was like, oh my god, so much stuff to do. But it was cool.
It's just a constant reminder.
It's a constant reminder of all the shit I have to plan.
But there really isn't much else to talk about in plot.
No, it's your same basic save the princess.
So why don't we talk about our favorite and least favorite things with this game? Let's start with least favorite so we can end on a good note.
Okay.
What was your least favorite part about this game?
Part or world?
Yes. If the two are correlated, yes.
I don't know. There's not necessarily a least favorite part besides the stupid-ass, bitch-ass moon. And the stupid-ass, bitch-ass bosses that you all have to fight at the end.
Well, there's the answer.
To then become invisible? That's what you get? Nah, fuck that. Not worth it.
Okay.
Bye.
My least favorite part, I would have to say, was everything involving the Luncheon Kingdom. I just did not enjoy that world.
Luncheon?
Luncheon? How would you pronounce that?
Luncheon.
Really? That's how.
I have never pronounced the eon at the end of luncheon.
Except for just now.
Luncheon.
Alright.
If I'm wrong, fuck y'all.
Anyway, I just didn't like that world. It looks nice. I just didn't like the things you were doing. That's where he gets the soup or something.
You have to make the soup. Yeah, Matt got really, really infuriated about this world, and I really enjoyed it. I think that was one of the worlds that I did the most, active exploring in.
See, I did the most of that in the Mushroom Kingdom.
That in the desert world. Only because the desert world was
so
fucking massive.
Yeah. But I love the desert world. I also love, we didn't talk about this, all the costumes you can get for Mario.
All the costumes. And I love that there is an active incentive to like going back and replaying, because you have, it's like you get your first playthrough, you get the moons that you get the experience, but then they release so many more moons, and you can still go through and find these new little holes and stuff, not actively going for, you know, the new outfit or becoming invisible, blah 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 blah, but just it takes you to all the little parts of the world that you didn't think to go look the first time. So because these worlds are so expansive, so
Even if
that
they're
was
not-
definitely very cool.
Even if they're not, like, in the most simplest terms, big, they are
Yeah.
expansive. They are layered.
Like the perfect example of that is the Cap world in the very beginning. I ran through that the first time. I was like, all right, moon,
Tutorial done.
And then I went back and I flew around, and there was so much that I didn't notice the first time. I really like took it in entirely the second time around.
I can absolutely get that. I unfortunately did not do much post-game other than the Mushroom Kingdom. Mainly because that's where I was having the most fun. I loved finding Yoshi. I loved doing all the Yoshi levels. And there was just so many different things to do.
There was so many callbacks to like 2-bit world.
And not to mention
that.
going the Mushroom Kingdom giving you the ability to fight the bosses you fought in this game with some added difficulty, which my rage came in and I kind of gave up after that point.
And you also didn't have to play the ones that infuriated you if you didn't want to. And so I didn't.
That is, I think, my favorite thing about this game is the freedom it gives you. You can play this game. It's almost impossible to play this game the same two ways.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to notice something different.
Like, I started playing first because I am the Mario person in the house, so Matt wasn't allowed to go ahead of me. So I played first, and every time I would pass a couple worlds, and then he would play through, and he kept finding different moons than I found. And he was playing on the main TV, so I would watch him, and I'd be like, I didn't find that. I didn't find that either. And so when I went back through, because I ended up replaying most of it, to get those new moons and stuff, I was like, oh my god, that's the one Matt found, and that's the one Matt found too. So that was really, really cool.
Yeah. What else is there really to talk about other than how there's really nothing. The only thing negative I can think about is difficulty spike in some places, but it gets counterbalanced by the fact that those places really aren't required. So
Yeah.
you don't have to do it.
Yeah, the difficulty spike's just for overachievers.
But this is a fantastic game that is a must-buy for any Switch owner.
Absolutely.
Unless for some reason you hate Mario games, and then we have a totally different conversation that we need to have about.
Because how dare you?
Yeah.
Especially if you were born like in our generation. How dare you? But alright, so I don't think we fully answered what our favorite worlds were though. And like what our least favorite worlds were.
Well, I said what my least favorite world
I mean,
was.
mine would be the moon technically, but also that stupid ass,
You mean
octopus thing
from the
of
beach
stupidness.
world. Seaside world.
Because you can go fuck yourself, sir.
See, I didn't have a problem with that.
I don't want to have to shit water all over you to kill you. That bitch took me so many goddamn tries, and it's stupid, and I didn't like him.
Anyway, but yeah, other than that, you had the dark side and darker side of the moon. My favorite world, the generic answer is always the Metro Kingdom. That's
Well, everyone, yeah.
Everyone's favorite world is the Metro Kingdom.
Oh, so much exploring happened in that too, man.
Yeah. So when we say what our favorite kingdom was, it can't be the Metro Kingdom. So,
all right.
What's your favorite kingdom? Go. Faster than that.
I hate to say it, but it's the luncheon one. I'm a very interested in vibrant type of person. I'm not a vibrant person myself. You hush. But I liked going into that and having to utilize like forks and stuff. Like the flinging yourself.
That is fine. I did enjoy that, but you get that on Metro Kingdom. So
I
what's
mean,
the
you
point?
do, but it was just different with that. And I just like the vibrant colors of it, and it was just more interesting to me. Meh.
I'm gonna have to say my favorite, other than the Metro Kingdom, other than the Cap Kingdom, because my Cap Kingdom was only up there because of the visuals, is Bowser's Kingdom. I love Japanese culture.
No, has anyone not realized that yet?
Shut the fuck up. It's my turn. I love the visuals. I love the creature you get that pecks, and then you can peck into
Oh my
the
god,
wall.
the stupid ass bird. That's great. I love it.
I loved all the puzzles that came with that. I love the outfit that you get on that
because
world.
he's a little samurai.
The boss fight was really cool, but like not difficult, but challenging in a way. So that was probably my favorite.
Yeah, no. But every world, even though yes, like some of the like I hated the seaside one. I mean, there were still parts of that I loved. And that's the
You just
thing
hated
about
the boss
this
fight.
That's the thing about this game is I don't think that there's any world that I could 100% go fucking hated that. Don't ever want to do it again. Because there was something in everything that I was like, oh, well, that was a fun little part. Like with your kingdom, those little fat birds were the cutest fucking thing and so helpful and adorable. And it was just like every level had this thing that just it worked and it was memorable and it all and the story and the visuals and everything I think also flowed really, really well in this game.
Yeah. But I think that's all we really got to say about this game, other than if you have a Switch, buy it if you haven't for some reason.
If you have a Switch, let us know.
Oh yes, if you have a Switch, let us know. We'll friend you, and we can play Mario Kart together or something. We love playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
But we hope you guys enjoy our video game reviews. We hope to do a lot more of these in the future. Let us know what you think about this new style of audio only.
We do understand it's different, and some people don't like change.
But this is honestly going to be easier for us because editing is taking so much time out of our day, and we have so much going on in our personal lives.
Currently, things are a little crazy.
So this is, even if it's just temporary, this might be the go-to style for us for at least a little while.
And even if it's just the video game review, anything longer, more than likely will probably be in this style. If we do the smaller anime reviews and stuff, those we might still be able to push out normally.
We'll definitely see, but it's all going to depend on your input. So let us know what you think. But you can tell us on Twitter, tell us in the comments, whatever you want. And as always, like, subscribe, share us. Follow us on the TokuCast Patreon if you haven't already, and we do appreciate all the support you can provide.
Yes, please do share us immensely.
But this has been the Nerd in Denial reviews. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.